Hey crafters, welcome back. This is the second vid in my zombie apocalypse crafting series. And I wanted to make some terrain that would be kind of creepy looking. And I thought it might be nice to have some piles of incinerated bodies that, you know, as it hit the fan, they were trying to get rid of as many bodies as they could, so they piled them up and would torch them. So I thought it'd be kind of neat to make some piles to use as terrain. So let's go to the table and I'll show you how I accomplished that. Now I thought in addition to the table would be a nice creepy pile of incinerated remains. And so what I did to start this was I did my toilet paper technique. You can see in other videos. I just clumped the toilet paper, soak it in white glue, and I let it harden. So now it's all ready to be the pile to this project. Now the second part of this project is going to be skeletons. And I got this box of skeleton warriors from War Games Factory. And it has 30 skeletons in here, so it's plenty of skeletons to use for this as well as other projects. So I was going to use these to put to this. So now what I'll do is I'll put some white glue on here, and then I'll glue some skeletons on, and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. So I've glued my skeleton bits to this pile, and I think it'll make a nice kind of pile of remains. Now I'm going to add some glue and sand to this. So now that I have all my skeletons applied to the pile, I'm going to fill it in with some sand. And you can see that this sand is a little different than what I usually use. It's play sand. It's just sand. It doesn't have the other aggregate. Now the reason I'm going to use this on the model is because I want it to look like ash. So I figured if I use the construction sand with the aggregate in it, it won't look as much like ash. So I'm trying to get that ash look. So I'm going to use the play sand. So I'll just fill in around the skeletons with the play sand, and then put this on, let it dry, and paint it up. Now what I'm going to do to paint it is I'm just going to paint it black, and then I'm going to dry brush it with a very light gray, a very whitish gray, and that'll kind of give it the ash look. So now we'll come back to the table and I'll show you what the completed pile looks like. So here's our finished ash pile, and I think it's a really grisly decor for the game. And let me give you a closer look so you can see some of the details. So you can see some of those skeletons in there, and how that play sand really made it look like ash as opposed to all different kinds of debris in the pile. So I think that really came out nice and creepy, and I'll see you next time on the craft. Hey crafters, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the DM's Craft. Make sure to subscribe, and I have tons of other videos, as you can see. I am the originator of the 2.5D method of crafting tiles. I also do dirt cheap terrain for the table. If all this intrigues you, make sure you check out all the videos below. Also, join my forum. We have lots of great crafters on there who give advice. I have a link above and below. And last but not least, remember, go forth and craft!